Yo, what's good, everybody? It's RFG back at it today. And, I haven't been on here for a while because for the last 2 weeks, I've been going through, some legal situations, as well as a change of residence and the change of employment. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into today's lecture, which is basically going to be somewhat of a freestyle. I have a lot of information I have to cover, for a lot of individuals out there who are still, calcified and don't understand the rituals that are played out right in front of their faces. I also need to go over these ancient languages, okay, that were around thousands of years before English, okay, because right now, as I've stated before in earlier lectures, we have certain YouTube channels who are getting paychecks from the government, okay, to try to portray this agenda like, everything that happens in society that's portrayed by the news is a hoax. You know what I'm saying? That these people out here dying in the streets, it's not happening. It's just all a hoax. It's a sham. You know what I'm saying? That's malarkey. That's false. That's bullshit. Okay, and I'm getting ready to prove that wrong. I'm getting ready to prove, according to our ancient ancestors, these planets in the solar system existed. And, that's another thing that certain individuals are trying to put out in their videos, that, planets are a hoax. So like I said, I'm going to get right into it. Without further ado, right here we have the Zulu language, and then we have the Babylonian/Sumerian language. Now, when we talk about the Babylonian/Sumerian language, we're talking about the first language that existed on this planet, because like I stated before in earlier lectures, the first two civilizations on this planet were Lemuria and Atlantis. And in Lemuria and Atlantis, we were communicating with one another telepathically without talking, without verbal communication. Okay? When the Anunnaki and the Elohims took that power away from us, okay, that basically deactivated a portion of our brain, and we were forced to talk. We were forced to babble. We were forced to start babbling. That's why they call it Babylon, because it is where we concocted the first language of Babylon. Okay, so according to the Babylonian and Sumerian language, they referred to the sun as Samas or Utu, Utu, or Samas, Samas. Okay, they referred to Mercury as C2. They referred to Mercury as C2. They referred to Venus as Delebat, Delebat, Delebat. Okay, Earth was known as Ursetu, Ersetu. Moon was known as Sin. Like I stated in my ISIS video, Moon was known as Sin. Mars was known as Salbatanu, Salbatanu, Salbatanu. Jupiter was known as Neberu, Neberu, okay? Similar to the Nibiru with an I, very similar, because they're both giant gas planets, enormous gas planets. Saturn was known as Kayamanu, Kayamanu, okay? Go look it up for yourself, okay? Since everybody wants me to give you references, like I said, this is all public knowledge, public information. Okay? So when the Zionist Jews took in Greece and in Rome, took the information from the Sumerian tablets and from Babylon, okay, they changed their name of that planet Neberu to Jupiter. And the person who did that was that Jew Peter who made the name Jupiter, because it was concocted by Jew Peter to change the name from Neberu to Jupiter. So that is what happened, okay, in Greece and in Rome. That is what happened. They changed all of the names from our African ancestors to You see what I'm saying? To fit their narrative. Now, how can I prove this? English is the most backwards, bastardized language on this planet. Let me explain. In English, they call their God a dog. They basically call their God a dog because the term God came from the dog star, which, the English people called the dog star, and the Dogon called it the God star. They called it the dog star. You see how the English language is in reverse. The original English language was concocted to keep the Caucasians, unable to tap into universal frequency, universal electromagnetic energy. Okay, this is all profound information that we all need to know and understand. Okay, because when you look at the English language, it is all in reverse, people. It is all in reverse. The original Caucasians, were being produced on a scale of thousands by Anubis. By Anubis. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Caucasians were spliced with ape DNA or dog DNA. Now, the individual who went ahead and spliced them with dog DNA was Anubis, the god from the dog star, Anubis. And if you think it's bullshit, like I said, you have Caucasians who are being born with tails coming out of their tailbone, out of their behind, and out of their forehead in Europe right now. Okay, they were spliced with dog DNA, with Anubis DNA. Anubis. Okay? Also, the etymology of the word Uranus means heaven. So, the Caucasians named something that is heaven, something that our ancestors called heaven, which was, Uranus, what they call Uranus. They're really saying Uranus. They're calling heaven Uranus. You see how the English language is a curse and how it's bastardized? They called God a dog. They called God a dog. And they called heaven Uranus. Go look this stuff up, people. Go look this stuff up. Like I said, the English language is mostly in reverse. Period. The black is really white. White is really black. It's all in reverse. The English language is all in reverse. Okay, it's all bastardized. So if you want the truth, start studying the Babylonian Sumerian language and start studying the Zulu language. Also, if you want to learn the Medo-Neter language, you're going to have to go to the Dogon tribe, because the Dogon tribe have read and understood the Medo-Neter language and the hieroglyphics, on Kemetic texts, and they are actually translating it for this government and for other people. It's called the Earth Center. They have several locations in this country, and it's the Dogon tribe's teaching, of the translated Medo-Neter language. I'm pretty sure you have to pay, you see what I'm saying, a substantial amount to actually, take classes, but it's well worth it if you ask me. No non-African can really go and understand those texts and translate it accurately. That's impossible. So for you to know and understand Medo-Neter language, it all goes through the Dogon tribe. The Dogon tribe have direct lineage of the original Kemites in Kemet, and the original Nubians who founded Ethiopia, Babylon, and Sumeria. The Dogon tribe are directly connected to them. Also, the Hopi tribe here in the western United States, they share the same ideology and the same the same what you call religion as the Dogon tribe. Okay, same feather in their head. They have the same belief about the Orion stars and the Sirius star being birthed out of the center of the galaxy. Okay, and all magnetic frequency being controlled by those 4 stars. The Hopi believe that as well. Okay, another thing I want to share with a lot of people is this October, this October coming into, next month, we are going to experience the most demonic energy that has been put out on this earth, probably in the history of humanity. Okay, let me explain. Why do they call it October? Octo is the 8th month. It's not the 10th month because Octo means 8. On the original Ethiopian calendar, Octo was the 8th month. October, 8. Your soul is getting 8 alive because October is the month of harvest, is the season of harvest. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to experience the most demonic energy on this planet in the month of October. Okay? It is the month before this year's election. And I keep telling people, we're either going to see a 3rd term of Mr. Barry Soetoro, or we're going to see Trump steal the election like George Bush did in the year 2000. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Hillary Clinton is still an option. That's still a possibility. I'm not saying it's not possible for Hillary to get in. It's possible. She can get in. What I'm telling you is, from my intuition and from everything that's going on in society right now, we're either looking at a 3rd term of Obama or Trump stealing the election. Okay, some more outcomes that are possible would be for them to use this Hillary stroke stuff or this Hillary health stuff to claim that she died, which would give Obama a free pass to serve a 3rd term. Also, Donald Trump could get assassinated, okay? And if you think that's bullshit, just go look up an Illuminati card called Enough is Enough. The Illuminati card is called Enough is Enough, and it shows an individual with Donald Trump's face, okay, saying enough is enough, and on the bottom of the card it says, at any time our snipers can drop you. And it has Donald Trump's face right there on the card. Look it up, people. Go on Google and put in Illuminati card, Enough is Enough. That is portraying Donald Trump's assassination. And mark my words, if they're going to assassinate Donald Trump, it is going to be from October 13th to October 31st. October 13th to October 31st, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, like I said, it is going to go down before this election. It is going to go down. And they're going to try to cause havoc, chaos, and pandemonium. Because, like I said, they're parasites, they're archons. They are tied to the 13 families of the bloodline of Draconians. Like I said, they tried to assassinate Putin. They tried to assassinate Putin in Russia for coming out and openly stating that Queen Elizabeth was really a fucking lizard. Go look it up, people. He called her a fucking lizard. They tried to assassinate his ass. This ain't no joke, people. Like I said, this ain't no joke. You are going to see, you think you've seen some shit in 2016. You think you've seen some shit in 2016. Just wait until next month. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, October 13th to October 31st is a good time for them to announce Hillary Clinton's death or Trump's assassination. Just wait for it. Because like I said, Octo is 8. The Saturnian 8. Okay, where your soul is getting 8 alive and harvested. That's why Halloween is in October, the season of harvest. Demons and archons harvesting our souls. Now that I touched on that subject, let me talk about this whole Charlotte thing, this whole Charlotte, North Carolina thing. Don't you know that the name Charlotte really comes from Queen Charlotte of England and Great Britain. Queen Charlotte, the melanated Queen Charlotte of England and Great Britain. And this is another attack on the Moors, to get the Moors to think that they're African American and that they have no real rights in America. The city Charlotte in North Carolina, okay, is where all of Queen Charlotte's legal documents and treasures are hidden. In Charlotte, North Carolina. Queen Charlotte of England, a Moor, a melanated queen, a Moor woman, okay, who was a free woman and was doing battle against the Caucasian society that kicked her family out of Spain, okay, kicked her ancestors out of Spain and enslaved them. Queen Charlotte, Charlotte, North Carolina. And you guys still don't get it. And it's crazy because I have so many people who used to call me, oh, fearmonger. He's a fearmonger. You're a fearmonger. And now look at them. They hitting up my goddamn Facebook inbox talking about, man, what are we going to do? 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 Hey, I thought I was the fearmonger. I thought I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. God damn. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad, people. It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you to get your crystals. I told you to get your aura right. I told you what to stop eating. I told you to stop eating beef, stop eating pork, stop eating genetically modified food, stop eating Monsanto's own food corporations. Start drinking natural, artesian, alkaline water and distilled water. Start meditating in the sun and getting your goddamn sun energy. I told you this. I told you to get your magnets in your house. I told you to start growing your own gardens, okay, in your yards. I told you this. I told you to start putting pictures of your deceased ancestors across your house, because their energy and their frequency needs to be moved over into the fifth dimension as well, because they're still stuck in purgatory because the major stargates haven't opened yet. I told you this. But like I said, I'm a fear-mongering Looney Tune. I'm out of my mind. But guess what? I'd rather be insane than outsane, because when you're insane, you're getting your information and your sanity from inside, from your intuition. The real insane people are the outsane people who get all their information and live their whole life off of what they pick up from outside sources. And I just tell people to get back to nature and go within. How is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard for people to understand? You know why? Because they keep eating this goddamn human meat at these fast food chains. They keep eating the human meat, and for all you human meat eaters, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, KFC, all that garbage. The United States government is getting ready to start dropping gas in the chemtrails, which is going to enact those chemicals that you just ate and going to turn you into a goddamn cannibal zombie. Because think about it, you're already used to eating the human meat at the fast food chains. They're putting the same chemicals in the chemtrails as they are in the meat that they're serving in the stores right now. So now they're going to drop the gas, which is going to just, like that, you're going to start eating people's fucking hearts, like the guy over there in Florida back in 2012 when he ate the motherfucker's heart and saw the cop point the gun at him, and he growled at the fucking cop in broad daylight, getting ready to eat the cop. Like I said, keep thinking it's a joke. Keep thinking it's a game. I get death threats every day. Google is trying to shut down my YouTube account. You know what I'm saying? They're trying their hardest to not let my website go through. Not a game, not a joke. Like I said, right now, as of now, okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is the Las Vegas Police Department now looking and surveying my my lectures. You know what I'm saying? I come to this park all the time, people, all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's also 2 other police cars in the front of the building. You know what I'm saying? This dude is still in his car. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is he worried about me for? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Right there. Yep. Like I said, I knew they were coming. I knew this was coming. Like I said, I'll be doing another lecture in about 3 days. I appreciate everybody who supported RFG movement, Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe. It's a chosen one, man. I'm out.